Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's the new anthology series from executive producer Ryan Murphy. The first season of American Sports Story charts the rise and fall of NFL superstar Aaron Hernandez, who battled demons on and off the field.
What up, Shay?
Whoa.
How you doing?
We got a celebrity in aisle 4.
Wow.
What are you doing in Stop and Shop, Mr. NFL?
Might be applying for a job soon.
Not what I hear.
Oh, yeah? You keeping track? Thought you hated football.
Oh, I do, but, you know.
We should hang out sometime.
For what, Aaron? You're about to be a baller, gonna be living in LA or Miami or something. Now that's cool. I'll be here. Watching.
We welcome the star of American Sports Story, Aaron Hernandez, Josh Rivera. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. What'd you think when you saw that clip?
Oh, I think that's a really sweet clip. That's him and his and Cheyenne, who's played by my friend Jalen, and it's, I was smiling real big. I'm sure you saw it, just because that was one of the there's a few moments of levity that I really appreciate in the show. You know, it's largely quite intense, but there's I don't know. There's some moments like that I really like when I watch him.
Aaron was a really complicated person, a layered personality. Tell me about what you had to do to play him ultimately. You had to do a lot of research. Yeah,
a lot of research. Like you said, that was part of what drew me into the role. Is he's a very complicated figure, and his impact on the public discourse at that time was pretty big. There's when I was doing my research on it, something that really stuck out to me was a lot of people have accounts of him just being very goofy and good-humored and fun to be around, and you know, that really conflicted with my idea of what somebody capable of murder would be like.
Yeah.
Which I think really adds to the national shock that came through when the arrest happened. It's a real testament to what makes the story so fascinating to the general public.
Well, and not only did you have to think about what was going through his head, you had to really change your body. You had to transform yourself into Aaron.
I sure did.
Yeah, tell me about that process.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a really good time. We got a trainer from the studio who I still work with. He's really great. And I just lifted weights all the time, and I ate a ton of food, and I had just a bunch of protein shakes, and very, you know, just meathead stuff. And the tough part wasn't getting in that shape, it was staying in that shape, because we work these very, very long days on set. It's like 16-hour days on average, and they got crafty around. They got all these delicious snacks around you all the time, and you know, it takes a lot of willpower to get up that early and be there that long, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna go work out, I guess.
Well, and then didn't you have to have tattoos put on as well? I mean, that's part of the process.
That too. That's right. That's right. So I would come in 3 hours early so that I would get those tattoos done. I had an amazing makeup team and SFX team that would put that on me. But it was every morning, and then we would take them off every night. So it was quite a bit of work.
And playing Aaron is very different than, it's a big shift from doing that to touring in Hamilton and West Side Story, being Chino and West Side Story, completely different kind of animal, right?
Yeah, pretty different. You know, there's some, it's funny, I mean, people talk about it being really, really different, but there's some core elements there that were really useful in this project too. I think, you know, Hamilton taught me a lot about professional etiquette and what it's like to be in the theatrical workforce. So I forgot about that picture. Sorry, that's funny. you know, I think something that I kind of brought from West Side Story was that something about Chino was that in that there was a real sweetness that was tarnished.
Yeah.
And I
see.
think that's what made the role so interesting is there's this sweet, innocent guy who, through a series of events, his perspective was colored enough to commit murder.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's not entirely, you know, unrelated to the story that we're telling today about Aaron. So it was a very large shift in terms of the day-to-day content that I was dealing with, but as a whole, it was pretty useful to draw from that.
Yeah. We want to tell everyone American sports story Aaron Hernandez is airing now on FX with new episodes every Tuesday at 10 p.m. and streaming on Hulu the next day. Josh, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you again. I appreciate it too. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.